played at Kansas State. Stoudemire weaving. Oh, and he picked it up inside and cleans it up niftily.
Nice pickpocket there by Stoudemire on Noah.
24 for Amari. Rose fouled by Stoudemire. Reaching in. That's number 3 on Amari Stoudemire.
How about Jeffries keeping this ball alive here in the first place on the shot miss by Stoudemire, which allows Amari to come in on the backside for that finish.
Rose will be at the free throw line, 3 of 5 tonight, 8 of 18 from the field. He's got a double-double with 20 points and 11 assists. Right now, a look at the upcoming NBA's.
Even Milwaukee with that big win last night. Brandon Jennings playing fantastic for the Bucks.
Boy, they're fighting inside, and Rose comes out of the pack. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Rose with another shot on the fly.
It's not your Mark Jackson teardrop. It's more of like a running push shot. Comes off the pick and roll from Noah and just pushes it right over the shoulder of Amari Stoudemire. Shot clock running down, and again getting into the lane with that running floater push shot right over the bigs of the Knicks.
The desperation 3. Terrific shot by Rose. Here comes Douglas. Shumpert into Rose. Stoudemire over Gibson. Amari has got 26, which is a game high. 22 from Anthony and 24 from Derrick Rose.
Amari's first game over 25 points this season.
Rose right there. 9 of 20.
That's a nice timeout by Mike D'Antoni.
Nice deflection by Chicago. 14 on the shot clock and about 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And when you come out of that timeout, nice set play by the Knicks. Look how the ball moves from side to side, and that's all you want from this Knicks offense. And then Amari with a wide open 17-footer. Move the ball from side to side.
Carmelo is in for Walker. Timeout.
Timeout, New York.
Knicks coming in 8-13. Number 10 right now in the Eastern Conference against the number 1 team currently in the East, the Chicago Bulls. A timeout in New York.
League Pass delivers the most NBA games with more ways to watch. Sign up now to follow your favorite players and your favorite team on your choice of screens. Watch on TV, online, or on your mobile device. One price gets you the most NBA games, plus free mobile access anytime, anywhere.
What a play! The fans are loving it.
This is NBA League Pass. To order NBA League Pass for $169, call your cable, telco, or satellite provider or log on to nba.com/League Pass.
Getting ready in Los Angeles with the Denver Nuggets. Gallinari had taken on Blake Griffin and CP3 and the Los Angeles Clippers.
Gallinari dropped 37 on his former team, the Knicks, a couple weeks ago in this building. Double overtime win for the Nuggets.
C.J. Watson just picked up a quick foul for Chicago. That's number 1. Look at Mike D'Antoni, who was offered the Chicago Bulls job and the New York Knicks job at the same time and chose the Knicks because it paid more. And so the second choice was Tom Thibodeau, the reigning, as we mentioned before, the reigning coach of the year. And he's the reigning coach of the month in the Eastern Conference. The Western Conference coach of the month is Scotty Brooks. He also was a former coach of the year in the NBA.
In fairness to Mike D'Antoni, he didn't know that they were going to get the number 1 pick and Derrick Rose. I think he may have thought differently if he had the choices again.
Butler takes it across the lane, or attempted to go across the lane, and was racked on the play. Tony Douglas was reaching in and picked up the foul. 8:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. Andrew Fields has to check back in. That's the second on Douglas, and here is Butler at the free throw line for the Chicago Bulls. Their 11th back-to-back, and this is their 15th road game in 25 games played this year. They played as many, if not the most, road games of any team this season so far.
If you looked at the schedule, the way it started, it was the Bulls and the Lakers with so many games early. And really, the injuries, Derrick Rose missed 5 games, double-digit miss of games with Rip Hamilton, 6 games lost by Luol Deng, and they found ways to still lead the Eastern Conference in wins at 18-6.
It's a shame that, and I don't know any of the ins and outs of the schedule, because what they had to do was miraculous, putting in 66-game schedules for these teams and 124-day footprint. Had they put more games at the end of the schedule as opposed to the beginning, so that you could almost like extend the training camp a bit.
That was interesting for Coach Thibodeau and his thoughts about that. Have the start of the season, the first month, regular, and then started the very hectic regular schedule later on. He thought the guys' bodies probably would have adjusted better.
Butler. Noah with the rebound, number 7. And could not put it back in.
You know, you got to go up stronger than that. May have gotten fouled, but you got to make sure they see.
Oh, Fields with a little sleight of hand. A Houdini move inside. He comes up with 2. Now Landry Fields has 12. He is approaching that area where Coach Mike D'Antoni says this team usually wins when he is into the teens.
This game is here to be, and even though the Knicks are at home, this game is here to be stolen for them. A team that is struggling, 8-13, losers of 9 of their last 11, have not played particularly well, especially versus plus 500 teams. The game is here to be had.
Gibson picks up his second personal foul. And this is Fields. Chicago, by the way, plus 9 points from the free throw line. You can see what the Knicks have done against some of the better teams in the NBA they have faced this season. Rose to Boozer. Late close there by Chandler, and Carlos Boozer has hit one from outside. 14 points in 24 minutes.
Now the Bulls are a team that went to the conference final. They just know one another. They don't care about the ballroom practices by Coach Tom Thibodeau. They know where everyone is on the floor because of number 1.
Rose. And now he's got 26 points and 12 assists for Rose, who has 9 points, including a 3 here in the 4th. But 12 assists have been so important for Chicago.
Yes. That's what's missing for the Knicks. Who's that one guy to do that? If Amari Stoudemire gets into the lane, one of his 28 points.
Wearing the specialty goggles. It's the eye injury in Phoenix, the detached retina. Noah's usually very effective in the middle of the floor.
I wish he would look for his shot right there.
Oh! How about that Houdini move by Derrick Rose? Up and under and through the rim.
And he's so nonchalant about it. Like he does it all the time.
Oh, 28. There's a big-time collision. Butler and Tyson Chandler.
There's a reason why you win MVP awards. When you make moves like this, you get into the paint. There was 3 white jerseys around Derrick Rose. And just look at the offhand. I mean, off the glass, splits the double.
Crossover.
1, 2, 3, and throw in Tyson Chandler just for change.
Oh, that is fun. Regardless of who you root for, you've got to admire what he can do. Here's Landry Fields for 3. Fields, well, he's got 15. He is in that area.
He's done his job. Amari, 28 points, has done his. 6 minutes left. You're down by 4. Now this is when Melo takes over.
Rose again with a big-time bomb.
As Michael Jordan put on a #1 jersey and starting to torch and taunt the Knicks once again.
31 for Rose. Stoudemire, he'll answer at the other end with a long 2.
This is the way we started the game with both of these teams.
8 points for
firing away.
Amari here in the 4th quarter. Rose comes Chandler with a flash. 2. Watson rattles it in.
I like this combination with Derrick Rose and C.J. Watson. They both can put pressure on the opposing guard.
They got 43 points between them, 31 for Rose. Now Watson with 12. Chicago 70% shooting. Fourth quarter here in the Garden tonight. A steal by Rose. Taken back by Shepard. Into Amare.
With Derrick Rose, if you gamble for a steal like that, you've got to be sure you're going to come up with it.
Now this is an NBA game.
Yes, it is.
Stoudemire 32, Carmelo with 22. Rose.
That'll be a foul on Carmelo. He's like, see, they don't want to get the switch with Carmelo guarding Derrick Rose.
Anthony picks up number 3. Stoudemire pulverizes one right down the throat. Both teams shooting over 50%.
I've seen that this season from a lot of teams.
No, this has been enjoyable. Butler, Boozer, shot clock at 1. Fire.
3-second
violation. That was out of a break, too.
Yeah, but Boozer had a shot, and Noah was anticipating trying to get in there and get that offensive rebounding position. You're Carlos Boozer, you have to take that shot.
You got to know game situation.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Got to know the clock.
Approaching 4 to play. About a third of the way through the season. Butler pokes it. Now the clock at 10.
There's no way Butler should be able to play Amari Stoudemire. Get the ball down low.
Jumper and Rose. The bump. Good defense. Noah there to clean it up. Noah. 10 points, 7 boards. 8 boards now for Joe Kim. Bulls have hit their last 5.
When the lack of that experienced point guard comes into effect.
Boozer there, he makes up for it, putting in the miss on the shot by Butler. Boozer, 16 points on 12 shots. Fields for 3. Chandler was held inside. That's a foul on Chicago. With 3:21 to play in the 4th.
Tell you what, Coach Tom Thibodeau has a lot of confidence in his rookie out of Marquette, in Jimmy Butler. You are in crunch time guarding Carmelo Anthony, one of the premier scorers in this game. You want to know why the Bulls bench is going to be there at the finish line? Is because Thibodeau is developing his bench.
Well, how about a point guard for the Knicks? What are we going to do here? Who's going to handle the ball? It's Anthony. With Butler there. Quick feed to Stoudemire. Knocked away. Off of New York. But I mean, here the point guard now is in such dire need for the Knicks.
And it's not so much the point guard, which would be great to have, but if you're Carmelo Anthony, you just can't come off a pick and roll, and great defense by Jimmy Butler, and then you just throw the ball to Stoudemire and then he shoots. There's got to be a little bit of flow to your offense.
Rose with the left hand. Just took a look moments ago at Baron Davis, who is not near coming back. Knocked away by Rose and taken back by Shepard, who slides in. Bulls by 5, led one time by 13. Knicks had an early 2-point lead.
They're running this pick and roll with Carmelo Anthony because they don't want Carmelo Anthony to guard Derrick Rose.
An open lane for Butler. A rebound by Amari Stoudemire. He's got 10 in a double-double. 32 and 10 tonight for Amari. Anthony is 9 of 21. Noah defense. Stoudemire.
You've seen Spike Lee. He wants the Knicks to do the...
State Farm, Bulls holding on to a 3-point lead.
Well, if you're Mike D'Antoni, you have decisions to make. You know they're going to run the pick and roll with Derrick Rose. They're trying to get Carmelo Anthony if that switch. If they do switch it and he's throwing it to Jimmy Butler, Butler has to make a quick move. Either take that little give me in the lane or find Corver for a wide open shot in the corner.
Stoudemire's got a game high of 34. Rose has got a Chicago high of 31. Shot clock down to 8. Rose splits the defense, draws the triple, picked up by Shumpert. Now the New York Knicks. Fields. Anthony, knocked away by Noah. Big time defensive play, Butler the other way.
Jimmy Butler had Carlos Boozer wide open underneath. That was a pretty good wall on that last possession by the Knicks on that high pick and roll.
Anthony, by the way, 0-3 here in the fourth. Butler with a sweet 15-foot J.
When you get the switch with the Carmelo Anthony, you throw it over. Butler has to make the decision.
Here's Anthony again. It's his first of the fourth, and 24 for Carmelo.
And a pick and roll with Jimmy Butler. It looks like the Knicks want to trap and get the ball out of Derrick Rose's hands. So again, the rookie's going to have to make a move.
Rose knocked away inside by Chandler. New York had a foul to give. Rose taking it in, and the Knicks will get it down by 3 with 40 seconds to play in regulation. Watch the block here again.
Well, here's now all the white jerseys around Derrick Rose as he gets into the paint, something we hadn't seen all game. Now offense for defense for Thibodeau. You bring in Taj Gibson
For
and
Boozer.
Ronnie Brewer for Korver.
Boozer gone. Shumpert. Into Gibson for Carmelo. Knocked away by Gibson. Shot clock at 12. Timeout, New York.
Timeout, New York.
Defense here late.
Pretty good defense here by the Chicago Bulls. Look at all the red jerseys around Carmelo Anthony.
Timeout, Knicks.
It's from now, Blake Griffin and the Clippers will tip it off against the Denver Nuggets. The numbers.
Shot clock, 28 to play in regulation.
Well, if you're in New York, you necessarily don't need a 3 right here. Obviously, if it presented itself, yes. But you got Carmelo Anthony who can get into that paint area and finish. And if you're Chicago, you can't give up second shot opportunities where the Knicks could be able to dish the ball back out for a wide open 3.
Fields to inbound. Anthony. The double. Fields from Stoudemire. One-point game. Here comes Rose.
Got a foul.
Noah. Brewer, who's finally tagged by Carmelo. That's the 4th on Carmelo. Free throw shooting for Brewer. He's at about had a foul to give.
Timeout, Chicago.
So 16.6 to play. And the Knicks took that foul. Now we've got another timeout.
The Knicks lead that as well.
Knicks have not led this half. We were tied at 75. That was late in the third. Last New York lead was back in the first quarter with about 4.5 to play. And they led 17-16.
You're Derrick Rose. You want the basketball in your hand. You got to collapse against the Miami Heat on Sunday in Miami when you miss those 2 free throws.
Boozer's come in for Butler. Jeffries is in for Stoudemire. Korver got the ball. 13.7. Foul goes on Shumpert for the 5th time. And Korver, a terrific free throw shooter at the line. He's 3 of 3 tonight, 14 points. Came out on fire, actually, in that first quarter. Hitting some threes. Chicago at the free throw line tonight, +9. We said he's a great career free throw shooter at 88%, but you can see this season 74% from the stripe for Kyle Korver. The Bulls 18 of 24 from the line. Knicks 8 of 12. Each team with a 20.
Versus the Bulls, if a shot does go up, you got to be sure you secure the rebound, because it's always on those long rebounds when the ball is kicked back out. The team gets those second shot opportunities.
Anthony with 24, Stoudemire with 13, Fields has 17. Those are the top three scorers for New York tonight. 31 for Rose and 16 apiece for Boozer and Corver. And you can see tonight, at least, Fields 3 of 5 beyond the arc.
Fields is on the floor right now. Carmelo Anthony certainly can knock him down, but I would not be surprised if you see some type of pick and roll and draw, and Amari Stoudemire is taking this shot. He's very capable of knocking down this shot, and most big guys are reluctant to leave the paint area.
Fields to inbound. Stoudemire's in for Jeffries. Brewer's in for Watson. Stoudemire, a three, the rebound by Gibson. The quick foul on Chandler, 9.3 to play.
This is a pretty good play. We talked about Amari Stoudemire being able to knock down this shot and how big guys are reluctant to leave the paint. You saw how long it took Noah to realize that Amari Stoudemire, the play was being ran for him. And that's a pretty good look. Wide open. Looked like it was on target.
Gibson first trip to the free throw line tonight. The Knicks now from three-point territory, out 4 of 15. Chicago, by the way, shooting for Tom Thibodeau in this quarter from the line, 6 of 7. So they made some clutch free throws down the stretch.
And this is this. Remember, no timeouts for the Knicks. They've got to go.
Chicago does have a 20. There's Gibson. And a quick foul on Brewer.
I love that play. Send him to the free throw. And you extend the game, too, also when you foul. So here's the problem here. Is he going to miss this on purpose, or is he going to make it and going to play the free throw game? Took it personal. All on his shoulders. It was my fault. I let you guys down. Won't happen again. And Carmelo Anthony, with his free throws on the other end, played it the correct way. And a lot of time to get the ball up now.
Seconds. Boozer checks out, Gibson back in.
Here's the free throw, because if he makes it, you obviously you got to go for 3. If he misses this, easier to get a deuce.
Brewer comes in for Corver. Well, you know what kind of shot they got to take. Carmelo for the tie. Chicago wins a tough one in the Garden tonight, and the Bulls go to an East Conference best record of 19-6.